Unrelatable. Unrelatable. People are trying to pay for bacon and eggs right now at the grocery store, trying to buy a steak once a week, and you're over here crying because somebody couldn't meet you at $120 million. And it is crying. I don't like it. It was a total move.
How's everybody doing? My name is Anthony Brian Logan, and today we got to talk about Candace Owens destroying Steven Crowder over the whole Daily Wire controversy. Now, of course, full disclosure, Candace Owens works with Daily Wire, so if you hear her talk, you say, oh, her opinion doesn't matter, she's over there with Daily Wire, she's defending her employer, whatever. It doesn't really matter. What she said here, from my point of view, is 100% facts. Now, before we get to her video, which I do have, and if you want to see her full video from Tim Pool, her video from Daily Wire, everything else, I'll link to it in the box. But first things first. Now, Steven Crowder was given the offer sheet by Daily Wire to have his content licensed by them for $50 million for a 4-year period. Crowder allegedly counteroffered at that moment about 4 months ago and said, rather than the $12.5 million a year you want to give me $30 million a year. So that would have been $120 million over the course of 4 years. You talking about NBA basketball player money, NFL football player money. Is Steven Crowder worth that? I'm not really sure. Is he a very big draw? Yes. Is he the biggest YouTube-centric conservative on the platform? Yes. $120 million? I don't know. Can Daily Wire afford that? I don't know. But what was really about contract negotiation became a culture war issue that Crowder started unnecessarily. And the co-CEO of Daily Wire, Jeremy Boring, is his quote-unquote friend, but he recorded his friend and put the conversation out to try and make his case better, to try and get Daily Wire subs to leave Daily Wire and come to him and give him some money, from my humble opinion. Now, let's go ahead and roll some clips here. Here's Crowder, the little clip of him playing a recording from his friend, Jeremy Boring. Crazy stuff. Look at this.
They don't get deals that...
They can be wage slaves for a little bit, come over and make a salary and grow their brand. They can be wage slaves for a little bit. They can be wage slaves.
Now, this whole thing about wage slaves, that's not a term that's offensive. That's a term that you use like, okay, you're starting out, you're a wage slave. Okay, you're 19 years old, 21 years old, working at a company, working in the mailroom, work your way up. You're a brand new influencer. You get a deal from the Daily Wire. You're over there for a while. They license your content. They own that content while you're there. And when you leave, you're a star, you're famous. Whatever you produce after that is yours. Daily Wire doesn't own it. That's just what it is. You work your way up. That's all that he was trying to say. So why is that an offensive thing? And why were you recording him? And why would you record him like a week from today rather than back in October when you first started negotiations? And if the terms of the deal were so bad and they were so egregious, then why did you counteroffer with more money rather than just saying back then, oh, these are bad terms, I don't want to sign that because you guys are dependent upon big tech and we got to fight against big tech. Anyway, let's play this from Candace Owens. And of course, again, this will be in the box.
At the end of the day, I think what happened, this is completely my opinion, by the way, so I'm not blinking twice, I'm not under duress, is that Steven Crowder became a free agent and he's feeling a little vulnerable right now, right? He's used to working for other organizations. He has some guaranteed pay. And he thought that Daily Wire were actually going to meet him at $120 million. They didn't. They declined. And he's still feeling a little shaky on that. It's scary to go out on your own. I thought about it. I thought about going out on my own. It's a lot of work. Maybe down the line I will. But it's a scary thing to go out, to step out on your own and say, I'm going to do this thing completely by myself. As Jeremy pointed out, Steven's not done that before, right? And so to do this, he pulled a move in which he was going to try to take a bunch of people that were subscribed to the Daily Wire and start his own company. So essentially saying, I'm the hero, I'm the martyr, follow me because I'm not like those guys. And then he was going to start his own shop. And that's what he's trying to do. And some people fell for it and said, I'm with you to the end. I'm Mug Club till I die.
By the way, Candace is hilarious. Just straight up hilarious. Like, she's being dead serious right now, but she's funny. Shout out to Candace.
And didn't understand that really nothing happened here other than nobody wanted to pay Steven Crowder $120 million. So he turned to his viewers, who he thinks are stupid, stupid enough at least not to understand how business negotiations work, right? Like this is like normal. You kick it back and forth. And they were going to make up for his loss. So people that are upset by his video, the millions of people who watched it, are now going to give him $1, whatever it costs to be in the mug club. And they're going to become the $120 million that he feels that he deserves. First of all, I'm just going to say this, unrelatable. Unrelatable. People are trying to pay for bacon and eggs right now at the grocery store, trying to buy a steak once a week. And you're over here crying because somebody couldn't meet you at $120 million. And it is crying. I don't like it. It was a total move. There are plenty of things that happen across all organizations in the conservative movement where I will say that I empathize with Steven Crowder and saying that sometimes you feel like a cynic, which is like, is everybody selling out? Are people doing this, people doing that? There are a lot of things that Daily Wire has done that I disagree with. There's a lot of things that Turning Point has done that I disagree with. There are things perhaps that PragerU has done that I disagree with. I'm
gonna pause it right here. What she's saying is correct about, certain organizations, things that they've done that you may not like or agree with. That's correct. But see, the thing about Crowder is that he said Jeremy Boring was his friend from Daily Wire. So if that's your friend, certain things they do, certain practices they may have, you're not going to air them out like that. You're not going to record a conversation to put it out there to the public and try to make him be some kind of villain. If that's your friend, you talk to him behind the scenes and try to get it figured out that way. You don't air the dirty laundry out there, because I know quite a bit about a lot of people. I've seen so much, I know so much that y'all would never know, because I keep it to myself. I've been known that Crowder was not a good person, that he does bad business, not necessarily as far as financially, but he doesn't treat people right. I've been known that, but I'm not going to say a word. Why? I'm not a hater. He hadn't done anything to me. It's just called a certain level of courtesy. I'm not out here trying to attack people to make myself become rich or whatever. I'm good just doing what I do, how I do it, being an honest person, being a stand-up guy. That's just me. But some people are a little bit different. And I think Crowder is one of these guys that's a little bit different. Let's keep on going here.
Done that I disagree with. I have worked with all of these companies, right? But to do a total move and go out to the public rather than trying to resolve these things and these slight differences behind the scenes, and to make it seem like you're the hero and you're the true one and you keep it authentic when something really nothing happened other than you didn't like an initial term sheet. And all you had to do was tell them that and tell them what you didn't like and go back and forth with lawyers like everybody else. I think it's crappy. I think Steven is a little egocentric. He probably will do better on his own. I don't think he knows how to play on a team. And by the way, the last thing I'm going to say, because I'm going on Tim Pool tonight, so I'm going to say it anyways later, is that I'm pretty sure, wasn't it Steven Crowder who also screwed over somebody he used to work with? Was it not Gay Jared? Because he had him tied up in a contract. Wasn't that Steven Crowder who did that? So is he supposed to be the moral high bar? Are we not supposed to call him out for that? Here's the thing. Steven, why don't you release Not Gay Jared from his NDA and allow him to talk about how he felt he was treated by you? Because I know that at the Blaze, everyone says that you're actually not that nice. You treat people poorly, but you bring in so much revenue that everybody just has to take it. So I don't like it. It stinks to high heaven. And I'm calling you out on that because I think it was crappy that you threw mud on me. Did it the first time via a tweet a long time ago. You're not doing it a second time. Total move.
Wow. Shout out to Candace. Oh, my goodness. Man, Candace tore him to pieces. And there was more of this, of course, on the Tim Pool podcast. We don't have that much time right here to cover it. So I'm going to go ahead and close by saying this. I know Crowder has a lot of fans, a lot of people that like him. They enjoy his content. I'm no hater. Some are going to try to say, oh, you're jealous, ABL. Ain't no jealousy going on. Don't get it misunderstood, because I could have been said this about Crowder. I've been known this about Crowder. I know a lot about a lot of people I won't say anything about. I keep my mouth shut because I have no reason to. Why would I just make a video attacking somebody? Why? All I'm doing right now was telling you that what Crowder is saying is not really a real thing. Okay. He has a website called stopbitcoin.com. And you would think that he made the website after the video about Jeremy Boring and whatnot became public, but he made that website last year. December the 12th? Like it was before all this stuff became public. And the negotiations for the contract started in October, November, and there wasn't any kind of communication since then when he was like, nah, rather than 12.5 a year, I want 30 a year. After that, there was no communication. Then all of a sudden, he calls Jeremy trying to catch up about the kids, like, having a friendly phone call because that's his quote unquote friend, right? Then they get talking about the contract negotiations that went sour, and he records it. It puts it out a week later, telling him, I didn't want to do this. If you didn't want to do it, why did you record it a week ago when the negotiations stopped 3 months ago or 2 months ago, last year. What are we even doing? This is a way for him to try to get money. If it's not about money, then why would you be talking about negotiations? Then why worry about cash at all? Just go do your own thing for free. Don't even entertain any kind of business offers. If you're not monetized on YouTube, then do it for free. If it's not about money, of course it's about money. Let's not play games here. Because like I say, if it wasn't about that, then he wouldn't have counter offered the $30 million a year over the 12.5. And I bet you this, as I close for real this time, if you would have gotten $30 million a year rather than the 12.5, you wouldn't have heard a word about any kind of unfair terms, all this and that in the contract. The unfair terms in the contract came when he's trying to bully Jeremy Boring and Daily Wire into an unfair contract with him to try and save face with him. That's what's going on, at least in my humble opinion. Or rather than trying to bully them into the contract, he's just trying to make them look bad, trying to attack them to siphon off their viewers. It's just that simple, but I think I'll leave that right there for now. And what say you? How do you feel about what Candace Owens said? Do you think that she's right, wrong, somewhere in the middle? Do you care about the whole situation? Whatever your thoughts are, let me know in the comments below. You guys know where I'm at. I've already said last video, I'm not a fan of Steven Crowder, but I've never made an attack video that I can really recall. Like, all I'm going to do is just talk about news that's going on and give you my honest point of view. I'm not going to say a thing that I think people are going to like because it'll help me maintain viewer. I'm going to just say what's on my mind. That's how I started my channel back in 2015. What's he talking about? Like 8 years ago? I just wanted to be honest, true to myself, and true to you, the viewer. That's it. I'm not going to sit here and tell you anything that's other than the truth from my point of view. I'm going to give you the hard facts. I'm going to give you the evidence. I'm going to give you the information, the links, the sources on my website. I'm going to do all that. Then I'm going to give you my honest opinion. Always. Never anything less. But whatever your thoughts are, please let me know in the comments below. And that's all I got to say for this video. If you like what you heard, please comment, rate, share, and subscribe. Peace.